Welcome to another YouTube video where we're focusing on compounding creams. Let's get started. So these are some of my references that were used to put my content together. Images were taken largely from unsplash.com. What are creams? Creams are viscous, semi-solid emulsion system containing an emulsifying base with an opaque appearance, normally creamy white fluffy cream. Creams have good patient acceptability and can be safely applied to the skin. There are two types of creams, two types of emulsion system. Oil in water, which is like your aqueous cream. These are non-greasy and easily washed from the skin. Water in oil or oily creams, and these are moisturizing, nice, thick emollient with an oily barrier that protects the covering of the skin and prevents moisture loss. Creams are used for dermatological reasons and cosmetology. Some creams may be medicated or non-medicated. This dosage form can penetrate the outer layer of the skin, that thick keratinized area, to provide the well-needed emollients or emolliency for persons with dry skin. What are emollients? A quick review. These are skin conditioning agents used to soothe or to soften the skin. Emollients, and because they're emollients, these are the ingredients that are likely to be found in creams. Hydrocarbons, such as your petrolatum, your white soft paraffin, for example, mineral oil, and these, because of their occlusive nature, they block the moisture from leaving or entering the skin. That is what makes them good emollients. You'll also find fatty acid alcohols or their esters. And there's a list here on screen, but I'm going to zone in on cetyl alcohol, stearyl alcohol, or cetostearyl alcohol. And at the bottom here, we have lanolin alcohols and glycerin, because these are things we will actually use in our pharmaceutics labs. These serve the pharmaceutical role of being emulsifiers, emollient, or thickeners to help stabilize your creams. Now, oil in water creams, as I said before, would be the oil dispersed in the water phase. And so water is the continuous phase, or what we would call the vehicle. And so because of that, these creams are hydrophilic. They can be miscible with water and washed from the skin. The contrast is water in oil creams, where water is now dispersed in the oil or lipid phase, the fatty base. And because of that, now these creams appear greasy. They allow the skin to look shiny and well moisturized, and that's their primary purpose. Now, examples of oil in water creams are like those for your cosmetics, your foundation cream, hand creams, shaving cream, because you want them to be able to wash from the skin, right? Or not look too shiny. The water in oil creams, in contrast, are like your cold cream or emollient creams. Now, what are emulsions? Creams are emulsions. Emulsions are liquid dispersed systems consisting of two immiscible phases. So there's a water phase and an oil or a lipid phase, which are not compatible. And so because of that, you need a stabilizer. They have to be stabilized by the presence of an emulsifier. Now, there are three categories of emulsifiers that can be found in creams, such as your surface active agents, hydrophilic colloids, and finely divided solids. So whenever you see a cream formulation, look in, for example, your Martindale Pharmacopoeia to look what is the specific role of the active agent. I will be showing you in follow-up videos, for example, cetrimide cream, where cetrimide is the active ingredient and it is also the surface active stabilizer. So though it's the active, it's playing a formulation role. Now, what are the formulation principles? The emulsifier is there. The aqueous phase, which would carry your water-soluble ingredients, for example, even your preservatives would have been dissolved in your water phase. And because of the water content, preservative is essential. Now, just to remind you, we'll be focusing largely on oil in water creams in pharmaceutics labs. And so these creams are normally pleasing. They have a good feel, non-greasy, and suitable for even being applied to oozing kinds of wound. Now, in the next video, I'm going to keep this video short. You're going to go to the next video in the series of this recording about compounding creams, and the next video will take up where we discuss method and technique for compounding your creams. So with that said, we just effectively reviewed basic introduction to creams, their formulation principles, and their overall properties and aesthetics. Thank you. Remember to subscribe, like, and look out for more videos for content like these. Thank you.